Folks, I forgot that they done woked up the countdown music. But regardless, we are live. So good we had to run it back. Me and Six have come together once again to preview AEW Dynamite, but mostly just talk Graps in general. It's wonderful to be here. Six, you haven't a reaction. What's going on?
Novi, I can't hear you. I don't know if you're.
What the hell?
This might be just my.
Okay, chat. We need your help. Can you hear me?
This might just be me. Oh no!
Okay.
Not another StreamYard issue.
Not
another StreamYard issue. I'll be right back. I'm gonna log back in.
Okay.
Log out and log back in. I don't know. I was just hearing him in the behind the scenes. Now I can't hear him.
Okay, big. You all can
I'm gonna
hear
log
me.
out and log back in.
That's all I can do. All I can give is Six is a thumbs up. Look, Six. We're dealing with audio issues, folks. We're doing this on the fly. This is what we do here. You know, we talk, we yap. It's already back. Six.
Oh,
can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was gonna have to do this on my own. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle you not being here with me.
Can't have that. I make my towns. You
do make your towns. You're making your second town consecutively, as I spoke about earlier on the pre-show. It is wonderful to see you again. The people are already yapping it up in chat. I see you all pre-show. I'm looking. Six, tell everyone how you're doing.
Doing good. I've been having a pretty good week despite the immense amount of work I've been having to do over in the college gimmick. But yeah, I'm really happy to be here. Like you said, second consecutive week. One thing about me, I'm gonna make the towns. I'm gonna get my reps in. Gotta really, really make sure that I'm, consistently building up my resume. Obviously, I don't think I can touch you for Wrestler of the Year, but maybe I can have like a outstanding performance of the year. maybe we can get like High Flyer of the Year, Technician of the Year. Maybe I'll go for the Brian Danielson award of Brian Danielson. But I gotta try, right? I mean, obviously, I don't think anyone's touching you when it comes to that Wrestler of the Year run. It's kind of legendary. You're like the Sari of wrestling podcasting.
My God, I can't believe this. This is unbelievable levels of gas.
Yeah, I mean, you're making all the towns, a bunch of different brands. You're carrying championship gold for a company that you're not even contracted to. All the meanwhile running your own critically acclaimed solo shows. By the way, Noviism. I'm seated. I'm sad.
Hey, Noviism runs through the wrestling world, guys. I'm making towns as well. You see me on Wrestler. I'm doing Raw reviews. All right, we're doing our
crazy,
thing.
By the way, that was crazy.
Look, I watched Raw. It is what it is. I got the call. I got the call from Big Rob. I had to come in and make the town. But guys, we appreciate you all hanging out with us. If you haven't already, make sure to leave a like on this stream. Make sure to comment anything you want us to talk about or any thoughts on Dynamite that you may have. We'd love to chat with you. And we also have super chats if you're feeling so generous. It'd be very much appreciated, but never required. Folks, I want to get this out of the way first. Directly after Dynamite, we'll be on LNG Gold. We're gonna be in the school. Professor Oracle is gonna take us through classic lucha brawls. We are watching Villano 3 versus Rambo, El Dandy versus Parada Morgan, El Io del Santo versus Negro Casas versus El Dandy, and then El Io del Santo versus La Parca. We're not watching, but we're reviewing, we're studying, we've done the homework. That happens right after Dynamite on LNG. Make sure to check that out. Do not miss it. But guess what? We have
Viva Mexico. Viva Mexico, by the
way. Always. But we have plenty to talk about today. So let's just jump into it because we already have Art Irony, as expected, 2 hours before the show went live. Talking Speedball. I hope they debut Speedball in a Max Caster Open Challenge where Speedball just wins via KO head kick right after the bell rings. 6. This would be pretty sick, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I figure they would probably debut him on that. Now, instant KO, I'm seated. I'm seated as a viewer of Speedball. Obviously, I'm not a booker and promoter, so I mean, I guess if you were to ask me to book and promote, right? First of all, you should pay me. Second of all, I think I would want the audience at home and the audience in the arena to get a feel for Speedball because yes, a lot of us A lot of us of WFC are frequenters of other promotions and other wrestlers, but I still think it's worth paying attention, like letting him get like all of his shit in.
Yeah.
Getting all of his stuff in. So I think what I would consider a virtually a squash, if not an instant KO, which I would pop, by the way. I would pop huge for the instant KO. But in terms of trying to get him over with the live crowd, let him do some of his cool moves. Let him do his flip, his flips into a knee, right? That's cool. Yeah. That's good stuff, right?
The double knees.
Yeah, the double knees to the gut. Like, give him 5 minutes to get his shit in.
Yeah.
If you're debuting him in the Max Caster Open Challenge, which is what I assume.
I would think, right?
Yeah.
But you kind of have to wonder. I thought it'd be last week. I was sensing something on Collision, but just never came.
Hey, we got the speedball is coming graphic though, so that was awesome.
Yeah, that was a sick video, but it was very unexpected. I thought that would be on like Dynamite, but I mean, it's good to have things like that on Collision too. Make it seem big time. And I'm assuming they'll run something tonight for him. I would hope.
It felt very hologram in the sense of like the way that they introduced hologram to the TV.
Yeah.
I would love hologram versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Oh my god.
We can get some good stuff out of that.
The king of collision versus Speedball Mike Bailey. I #need it. By the way, hologram collision better than Punk's collision. By the way,
drawing big right here too. Bigger draw I'm hearing. Hologram the draw got us to big 400. We're up.
Oh, big 400K. Nice little number.
Nice little house. Nothing crazy.
Hey, what can I say? We're doing it.
Hologang or die. But yeah, I would like to see Speedball get his shit in. He's a cool wrestler. That's what's going to get him over. Definitely need to have 5 minutes on. I would like it to be on a Dynamite, but if you want to do it on a Collision, that's fine.
Well, is it the Max Caster Open Challenge mostly? Oh, I guess they've done it on Dynamite.
It's like a mix.
It's a mix. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love Mike Bailey on Dynamite. I wonder what they're going to do with him. They're introducing him really close to the end of a pay-per-view cycle.
Yeah.
Which
maybe he's a early challenger coming out of a pay-per-view maybe.
Also, I mean,
somewhere.
Dynasty's like 1 month after.
Yeah.
So that could also, be a quick build.
Yeah.
It's
interesting. I don't know if I'd like to see him.
Walk with me.
Okay.
Walk with me here. Instead of Face of the Revolution ladder match, we do Face of the Globe Casino Gauntlet. Who has a challenge for the international championship at any date they choose. And in the main event, it's not going to be the main event, but for my main event, Kenny Omega, One Winged Angel on Konosuke Takeshita. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, a little speedball Kenny action at Dynasty.
I could smell that. I could down with that.
Little speedball Kenny action at the Dynasty.
I got no problem. Look, if you do a Face of the Globe Revolution match as a little casino gauntlet, there's some names that have been floating around AEW that I wouldn't mind seeing in it. CMLL's got their hand in ROH. We got some War Dogs floating about. I don't know. I can get down with that.
My thing is, it's a War Dog would have to take a pin. And a real one like me is building the War Dogs up strong for a really, really good Bullet Club centric Forbidden Door match.
Oh baby.
Yeah.
Gabe Kidd is not taking a pin. I hate to tell. I hate to tell the roster, but Gabe Kidd is not taking a pin.
I hate to say certain champions. Champions. I may fuck with you. I may like what you do generally, but some of y'all gotta either show out or step out. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, Anjan said it in chat. Shout out Anjan. War Dogs are coming. Beware. # Jackknife merchants will not be safe.
Okay.
We'll be putting into question some merchants out there.
Can we get into it? Am I allowed to get into it for a second?
Okay.
Okay. Daniel Garcia, I love you. And I will never not love you. Okay.
Sure.
Truly. Like even when I thought you were heading off to Orlando, I was like, heartbroken, but I love you, you know?
Mm.
I get that your creative isn't all you want it to be. I understand. Trust. It's also not all I want it to be.
Yeah.
But I have seen you make chicken shit into chicken salad plenty of times before. Under worse booking conditions. You were having good matches and angles at like the end of the JAS, and that was some of the worst television I've ever seen in my damn life. So when you're being given opponents that can work, despite the fact that, you know, I agree that you should be getting more attention if that's how you feel. I don't know. I don't talk to you, DG, but I'm talking to you right now. I agree, DG, that you deserve more attention and more care. I am sad that this is how your first title reign has gone from a booking standpoint, but I'm also disappointed in what you've shown me as a champion.
Yeah.
Because, and I get it, I wish you were having more opportunities to wrestle, but the fact is DG has not been making the most of his opportunities in the ring, and that's just that. Like, let's call it how we see it.
Yeah.
Konosuke Takeshita, at least at the beginning of this international title reign, right? There was some questionable booking, but guess what? He was still having great matches when he would have them, right? So, like, the fact that I've seen Daniel Garcia do better with worse booking makes me sad that he's not putting that kind of effort into making more out of his TV time, because y'all, I'm always gonna push this TV time. That's gold right there. That is more important. The TV time, those minutes are the most important minutes in American wrestling.
Especially with that roster they got right now. Especially.
Yeah. And like Daniel Garcia, and again, I'll say he should be given more opportunity in terms of like actual booking and more chances to defend his title. But the reality is, the instances in which he's defended his title, he has not put his foot forward. And I say this because I've seen him do better.
Yeah.
And I don't want DG to be someone who's just part of the furniture. I want DG to show me what I saw in him in 2022, in 2023, in 2024, because right now I'm not feeling that from him.
Yeah. And I think JJ Williams, shout out JJ, the thumbnail contributor, I would even say, to this channel in many ways. He's felt aimless since resigning. True. He hasn't had good direction. We didn't do the Shelton Benjamin feud. I think would have helped him a lot. But creative doesn't dictate your energy and presence. Doesn't dictate the kind of heat you come with to the ring. Doesn't dictate how I feel after your matches from you alone. And he's got to do better than that. I got to see better than that. And I love DG just the same, but I feel the exact same way you do, 6-star. It's unfortunate. I think there's room though. There's room.
I agree.
We'll see. He's not over, not at all. But I just want to see a little more from DG going forward. I want to see it. Mr. Big Dude, it's Novi Russell Pierce. It is me. It is me. Good to see you, Mr. Big Dude. Thoughts on the New Day of the top of Impeccable Vibes and Miss Tope. Miss Tope and me got heat for that one. I hate to tell you. Miss Tope, what she did to put the New Day over, was it Hangman Page in terms of gimmick? The Anxious Millennial Cowboy? It was gimmick. It was ranking best gimmicks. She put New Day over the Anxious Millennial Cowboy. We got heat. And she wasn't the only, she's not the only one who got heat. We're not going to put all the heat on Miss Tope. She just came in as the deciding vote because Tope deserves a lot of the heat there too. Tope and me. Business. It does not come with pancakes. It does not come with bootios. It comes with day drinking.
Matter of fact, it comes with buckshot lariat. It comes with cowboy shit. It comes with being anxious. It comes with being depressed. It comes with the medicine not working. And it comes with still being here because he is still a man. What are we talking about? Hangman Adam Page is like the greatest. It's like the greatest accomplishment in modern wrestling history, at least from the American side. What are we talking? And I love the New Day. Hey, I will always love the New Day. I will always love the New Day. One thing about me, even in my years of not watching the WWE, I don't think I've watched a New Day match in like 2 or 3 years. But I will always ride for the New Day. Always ride for the New Day.
It is not a New Day. No, it's not, Tope. It's an Anxious Millennial.
Matter of fact, it's an old day.
It's an old day, and it's a wash day. Let's have that talk. Let's talk that talk. The New Day came. It's a new day. What the fuck is their song? It's terrible. Hangman never had a song that bad. Yeah.
Do they have a new song?
Yeah, since they turned heel.
What? They turned heel?
Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah, they're bad guys.
Novi, I don't watch WWE.
Yeah, but I thought you'd know. They turned heel on Big E because they said, Big E, you've been holding us back and you didn't support us. Yeah, this happened.
That's crazy. Is there any? First of all, New Day, always love, but specifically, hey, Big E, love you down, and
Big
I hope
E.
that you're doing well. I hope that your ongoing recovery process is going well. And even if I never see you in a ring again, I'm glad I got to witness so much of your career, and you've been a very, very wonderful presence in wrestling. Anywho,
Tope, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. He's not coming back. His neck is fucked. It's over. If he was coming back, he would have come back already, and he would have saved the New Day from the hot water.
Also, him coming back does not change. Like I would be really happy for him to come back. I would be ecstatic.
Mm-hmm. And
I'm still not putting the New Day gimmick over the anxious millennial cowboy.
True, and I to be very honest, I would love for him to be back, and I very much hope that he is back.
And I hope so too.
Yeah, but we have to talk about how bad the New Day's been lately. It hasn't entirely been their fault, but my God, it's bad. Also, just so we're all very clear, because I know it goes over some people. We love Tope around here. Shout out the editor of LNG. We love Tope. He can have the opinion that's bad. It's fine. It's cool. We're actually cool, but we're just shout out. It's okay. Y'all, the new kids don't just understand the vibrator. We have our own rating system. The Young Guns, and it's ball knowledge. It's ball knowledge. I hate to tell you, it's baller status.
I would like to claim honorary Young Gun status right now because it's about knowing ball.
It's about knowing ball. There we go. You can we'll shake hands. We'll do
real quick though. Can we talk about the Young Guns? Is such a great title for a new generation, up there with Young Lions. Really,
I think it's better than Young Lions. What do you think?
I think that the current stock of Young Guns is better than the current stock of Young Lions. Actually,
good
I don't know what counts as. I wouldn't say. Actually, there's some really good Young Lions right now. If we're talking actual rookies,
well, we're more talking about the LNG Young Lions.
Yeah.
And there's levels. There's levels. There's levels, but it is
levels
to this. No shade. We're gonna have a War Games match. It's gonna happen. Appreciate you, Tope, but you're wrong. I hate to tell you. Big fat orange cat. It's good to see you. Good day to you, Novi and 6-star. Good day to you, Orange Cat. It seems that the Julia Vaquer title match is happening at Roadblock because of Julia reportedly being injured. Terrible news. Terrible news. We discussed this. Do what I said. That's it. It's okay. Just process it. It's honest to God. It's terrible to see. It couldn't be worse timing for Julia. It fucking sucks. The match will probably still roll. I'm glad she's able to work the match at the very least, and we can move past it. She can heal, but my God, it couldn't be worse timing. It just couldn't be.
I wish speedy recovery to all wrestlers that are injured right now.
That's all, right? That's all you got to say.
That's my final comment.
That's good.
My final
That's good.
comment.
Yeah. Okay, hang on. Just hold that thought. Big fat orange cat. With that said, do you two think it's possible the match ends up being something akin to the Punk Moxley squash to set up a heel run for Vaquer? Best wishes to Julia. True.
Okay.
Best wishes.
Okay.
And no, I don't think so. My
honest opinion is Vaquer. Okay. I'm allowed to not be nice for this aspect because I'm not talking about any injuries. Real Booker would book Vaquer to squash Julia even if she wasn't injured. Also, genuinely, and this isn't me trying to be mean, right? So y'all, anyone who's complaining about me not liking Julia,
we're gonna preface
I'm being nice. Is the fact that they wrestled before. That match was not good. That match was not good. I know all wrestlers involved were fully healthy. That match was not good. So genuinely, I think for them, the shorter the better. That match is. You
have your doubts. You have your doubts about anything longer, which I get. I've never seen their other match. At least I don't think I have.
It's
then I'll never see it. I'll only see this one.
You could watch it for hashtag the agendas.
That's true. I could. But I don't think that turning Vaquer heel would be ideal. I think she's gotten very, very over as a face, and I think that's what she's good at for the time being. But down the line, it's fine. But for now, I think she stays a face. I think she just beats Julia. I think they probably play up the injury in some way. She probably gets beat down or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I again, I'm not tapped into NXT. I'm not shy about the fact that I don't watch the programming, but Vaquer, wonderful wrestler. And I think like from my outside position and how I see fans talk about the women involved in this, I think just like maintaining Vaquer as a babyface people can get behind seems like the better booking idea.
I think so. I would agree with that. Vaquer double champion, by the way. Ooh. A lot of aura in that, I think.
See, the issue is like it's the belt. There's no
the
aura
NXT
in those
title
belts.
is fucking terrible looking. They still have the North American belt, which actually looks like good, but the NXT title belts look awful.
Isn't it like the white strap gimmick for the women?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about it for a second. I'm gonna talk about that for a second.
Don't have that take.
I love a white strap. Is my take. So don't like that. What I'm saying is I love a white strap.
Okay.
My take is this whole thing that WWE does is like World Championship black strap, Women's World Championship white strap. It's lazy and it's stupid and it's boring. Like it's so dumb. And it's like, why are you making gendered championship straps, dude? Like, what are we even doing here?
It is.
What are we even doing? It's so dumb. It's just like
it's kind of like boys can only have blue and girls can only have pink.
Literally, that's exactly what it's like.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know. I also generally have like an issue with the whole like thing of like World Championship, Women's World Championship, North American Championship, Women's North American Championship. That bugs me. Like the fact that the de facto base belt is always the men's belt, and then the women's version is always the women's belt. Say what you want about TNA, and I will. It's bad, but like at least their women's division isn't just like women's world title. It's knockouts, right? Like good for them. They have like an actual, or maybe it's not anymore. I don't watch the promotion.
It is, I think so.
But like that's way better than just throwing women's in front of it. And that's not just a WWE thing, by the way. AEW Women's World Championship. Don't like the fact that it's delineated, that it's separated like that because by gender. And if it's going to be separated by gender, then attach men's to the front of all the men's titles.
Bring this up. God bless Hangman. He called it the men's AEW World Championship when he was champion.
You know why? Hangman Adam Page, feminist icon. Feminist icon.
Goat.
Anyways,
I hear
men's AEW World Champion Sonic the Hedgehog.
I agree.
Shouts out.
I agree. Shouts out to the world champ. And it's good to see N. Looks like a fine card tonight. Not the best, but I'm looking forward to Ospreay and Keith and Takeshita versus Cassidy. I think the card looks pretty fun tonight, to be honest with you. There's only one outlier, but that's because I have agendas about one half of that match. That's because we'll get into that.
We'll get into it in a second. So with this card I think it's the least exciting card of the past few weeks on paper. But also many such cases of there being kind of like a less exciting card that ends up being a great Dynamite. Many such cases of that happening.
True.
So I'm gonna give some benefit of the doubt, and I'm not saying that this is even like a bad card, by the way. I think it's just like the card looks fine to good on paper, right? It just doesn't look like as great as some of these previous
blow
cards
your socks
look,
off,
right?
Kind of thing, you know.
That being said, I'm looking forward to this card based off the past few weeks of programming and based off the story beats that have been going into this week's show and how obviously some of those are going to be continued in this week's show. I'm looking forward to that. My one thing is promote Kenny Omega on your TV show.
True. Actual good take.
Because he wasn't promoted last week and we're like, oh, he's not coming. And then he came out and it was awesome. And they've done that a few times now. You don't have to say Kenny Omega comes out after the main event of Dynamite. Just say Kenny Omega in the building.
Yeah. In the building or will appear in some way or something like that.
Like it's like, do you want to sell tickets?
Yeah, Kenny not being promoted on all I have to look at all these cards for this show. I have it up on the other screen. I used to put it in banners. I don't do that anymore. We just talk. But Kenny is rarely on those rundowns. And that feels like a large mistake to me.
I agree.
Yeah. It's weird. They've always been weird with promotional stuff, which would kind of is another whole other conversation. You know what I mean?
A real one like me is throwing out a countdown to Kenny on the broadcast.
Real one like me is doing it every week.
every single week with his new graphic of him doing this.
Oh baby. Now you're speaking that talk.
Also, real one like me is doing moving graphics for Revolution.
Yeah, what the why did we stop doing that? They're so
because
fucking cool.
Because they only did moving graphics for like 1 year, and it was the year Kenny Omega was out.
Oh,
I need a Kenny Omega moving graphic.
I need that bad. I need to react to tweets with it bad immediately.
Man, Kenny Omega's so awesome. Shout out.
Do
you want to talk about that one match?
I think some folks will get to it. We'll get to it when it pops up in chat. I think I saw something about it. We'll start the dialogue. I got to talk about one half of that match. If you guys have been watching the videos, you already know what I'm about to say, but that's okay. We'll get to it down the line. We'll spare for now. But our irony, friend of the channel, once again, can't believe I'm going to see Mystico at the Oakland Collision ROH show on Saturday. That is glorious. That is just wonderful. I'm very happy for you.
So happy for you.
I'm jealous, in fact.
I can't wait to move back to the West Coast full time. It's been an issue where, like, whenever there's a show on the West Coast, I'm on the East Coast. Whenever there's a show on the East Coast, I'm on the West Coast. Or it's like at a really busy time for me in school.
Yeah. Hey, East Coast, West Coast, though. I mean,
no, East Coast, East Coast, West Coast, Best Coast. But what do you do?
What the fuck?
Anywho, but anyways, my one thing I'm like. Is I just think it's kind of racist that I haven't had like a big lucha match booked in one of the shows I've been able to attend.
It does seem kind of fucked up that they won't do that.
It does seem kind of fucked up.
And I'm not gonna say it's racist for me. I'm not in the position to say such a thing. But I haven't seen one either. Let's go ahead and get on that. How about it?
You know what? And it is racist, actually. It is racist that they're not booking lucha matches when either of us are in attendance.
Yeah, they need to fix that. I think I would enjoy them fixing that, please.
Yeah, I did get to see Will Ospreay though, so
I've gotten to see. I'm already Will Ospreay'd up. I mean, I got to see one of his best matches last year against Inosuke Takeshita. So
yeah, see, I got to see a great match of his in an underrated classic. Versus, well, I shouldn't say classic, but like a nice little 3.75 against Shane Taylor. So that was pretty cool.
Now hold on, that's a good match.
That was a good match. No, that was a good match. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, you want to talk about underrated wrestlers? We could talk about Shane Taylor right now.
Hey, listen,
underrated wrestler.
Shane. All I'm saying is Shane Taylor's. What I've seen with Shane Taylor doing recently is more than some people that get TV time have been doing. Some people who get TV.
We're not gonna tell you who.
I'm not going to say which. I'm not going to name names, but all I'm saying, Shane Taylor's been moving me more than some wrestlers on TV. You know.
Hey, talk at Big STP, Big Fat Orange Cat. May you to explain the pre-show note left in the description regarding one Eddie Kingston. Look,
someone brought it up.
It makes me very happy, right? Because I do these on every single one of my videos. At the bottom of the description, you'll see me make a comment. And sometimes it'll be silly, and sometimes it'll be serious. It just depends. Today, I left another pre-show note. Like last week, I left one as well about us talking Joshi at some point in the show, which we did, which was great. But this week, I left one about one Mad King, Eddie Kingston, and his denial, his sobering up of Puro cosplay. He's becoming real. We saw him make a little post today. 6-star, did we not? And
yes, we did.
We sent some DMs. We said, hold on. We might be back. The dub might be back up again on watch. 6. I'm gonna let you run wild here.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, Eddie Kingston, the Mad King, as it were, posted a photo of Bruiser Brody. Shouts out. And Eddie Kingston, come back unshaved and unkempt, ready to destroy the promotion and ruin everybody's all-in plans, and my life is yours. Eddie Kingston, come back with your burly beard and long hair, with your Bruiser Brody tapes on replay, and your Kings Road on the shelf collecting dust. And I assure you, I will give up my life for thee. I will give up my life for thee.
Yeah!
Please, please.
We need it so bad. We need it so bad.
Eddie Kingston with the salt and peppers. Eddie Kingston with the salt and peppers beard has unwashed, unkempt, unshaved, hair down to his shoulder, depressed, sad, drinking every single week. I need it.
Oh my God.
I need it.
Wrestling like the New York brawler he's meant to be. Eddie Kingston coming back and interacting with the rest of this roster right now seems so beautiful in so many ways. And I have been kind of high. I've enjoyed the last couple of weeks of Death Rider stuff, aside from that one main event angle. If Eddie Kingston were to walk in right now and do some business with the Death Riders, I would be so happy. I would stop slandering them for a minute because I think he'd bring the absolute best out of that group. He is unbelievable. And I think we're building to something very special with the Salt and Peppers, as you said, 6-star. I'm very much looking forward to this next run we got.
We're not repping the King's Road no more, man. We're not. No, we're repping Queens, bro, and all the boroughs. He's from Yonkers, but still.
Here's the thing. The 4 pillars of heaven, we're done with them. They're not we're not about that anymore, y'all. We're not about that. We need New York. We don't need Osaka. We don't need Corkin. We need New York.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I need in my soul.
Talk to him. We need to represent Queens. We need to represent Queens. We need to represent Brooklyn, the Bronx, where you're at from Yonkers. Come on.
Oh, we need it so bad.
All I'm saying is, like, genuinely, right? Like, Eddie Kingston coming back from his injury, depressed, sad, dispirited, broken. Oh, injected into my veins. Tweener also. Not hard babyface, not hard heel. Tweener Kingston. Oh, I need it. I need it. What I need is you want to talk about grinding. You want to talk about grinding, doing the hard work, all that jazz. You don't know nothing about it. I need that. I need that. Yeah. And yeah. You want to know what I grew up around? You know what I grew up around? Alcoholics, junkies. I grew up around that. And I had to survive. I had to thrive. You wouldn't last a day in my shoes. So you don't tell me nothing about grinding. You talk about the sport of pro wrestling. That's a joke. Because every person you face has been a child. And I am a grown-ass man, and I will put you in the ground and smile. I need that back.
I need it so bad. I need him to come out. You want to talk about not deserving to be here, talking about this is your company. What were you doing while I was grinding it out in the independents, barely surviving? You were pretending to be a lunatic. I was the lunatic. I was grinding for it. And now I'm here, and I want that. Talk to him, Bad King.
Give me the mocks. Give me the mocks that I faced the revolution. Give me the mocks that I teamed with at Anarchy in the Arena. What is this? What is this, Death Rider? Give me the mocks who I shared dinner with, Thanksgiving dinner with, who met my mom, who's been through with me, who's seen it through with me. Give me that. Leave Dean at home.
And guess who he's got to have a conversation with? Because there's another Paquette backstage that no one's had these talks with.
Hey, Renee. This your man.
Hey,
this your man.
What happened to him, Renee? You haven't said a word about it.
You let him throw away all of his Terry Funk tape or something.
But did you do it behind his back? Oh,
you let him get a little too cozy. Oh my goodness! Eddie Kingston is going to Hurricane the fucking Josh Barnett out of John Moxley.
Oh baby, I need it so bad. I need more there. Oh man, this would be glorious. We've cooked up something for you, TK. Take notes, Fal. Take notes. We're here.
Yeah.
We have some talk of the woke intro music, and JJ makes the comment. This music asked for a birth certificate.
Oh yeah, the StreamYard got new music, right? That's what's
just disgusting. It's just
I agree.
It has no sauce. It has nothing behind it. I just can't stand it. Let's keep going down here. Art Irony calls you out, just like he's called Chuck out over the last little bit. Betrayals.
I washed my hair today.
It is what it is. You can't hurt it at that point. It's looking too good. It's looking too good. It can't happen. Idol's Corner. At least wrestling can distract me from my terrible sports team, AEW. Idols. Tell me what sports team you're talking about.
I don't know what sports team that is.
I got some pretty terrible fucking sports teams. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, no, same.
Mr. Big Dude, have you talked to Joe since the Raw review date? I haven't on air. I haven't. Which is we're kayfabe. We haven't. So we're gonna talk tonight on LNG. Go ahead and peep that out after Dynamite.
Gotta throw the graphic up. You gotta throw the graphic up. Here's a funny one of my favorite. So it happens every time the Gold Star podcast has a show, has an episode. It just so happens Joe is also doing a show at the same time. Which is because we have two people on European time zones. That's why that happens doing. But I made a graphic of the Friday afternoon war. And if you go to Joe's Friday Fight Friday tweets, you can often find me in the replies dropping that. It's a really good one in my opinion.
Yes, and you've made the wonderful graphic we have today on this show. You can you week after week you're just providing us with the good artwork. And guess what, folks? You can find wonderful tweets like the one under Joe's. You can find more wonderful artwork. Graphic design is the passion at Gold Star Podcast on Twitter.
It's true. It's true. I don't have a personal Twitter anymore. Boss man tried to get me to make a new one. It's not happening. But hey, here's a direct thing. Anyone who claims I'm hiding behind the Gold Star Podcast, no. I'm bringing life to the Gold Star Podcast Twitter account.
That's right. That's right. Big Dude talking about the show later. Not a chance. Caden watched them all. I don't know. I can't speak for sure. Because Caden, man, we tell him to watch a match. I don't know what's gonna happen. He could watch it. He very well could not. So we'll have to see on the show. And here's the chat. Here's the chat I was referencing. It's time. I'm gonna take control here. I'm gonna do the talk that I need to have.
Hey.
Art Irony, decent card, except the one women's match not looking that good. And Art, I get where you're coming from. I understand this. But the thing is, it's not because of Harley Cameron, who has been doing her thing lately, who has been looking good in the ring, who is fun on my glorious AEW Dynamite. And I enjoy fun. I enjoy having a good time watching wrestling sometimes. It's not good because the other half of the match is Deonna Purrazzo. And guys, I'm all for being nice sometimes. I'm all for being friendly and giving wrestlers a break. But it's been far too long where Deonna Purrazzo has bored me to fucking tears every time she tries to have a wrestling match. Good fucking God. I was there live on her most recent Collision outing when she was in the Bojangles Coliseum. I think it was against Toni Storm. And when I tell you that I nearly cozied up in my chair, I nearly fell asleep with my head on the person next to me's shoulder because it was just so fucking bad. Deonna Purrazzo is not a very good wrestler at this point. And I'm not going to tell you it can't change because it can. That's always the thing. Peaks and valleys wrestling, peaks and valleys. But at the moment, who the fuck could ever want to ask for Deonna Purrazzo minutes on my Dynamite?
Not me.
Not me. And I can't think of another person who would, to be honest with you. And we're setting Harley up here. I'm sensing some things. We're setting Harley up here. Don't do this to her.
So I have a few thoughts about this match.
Okay.
First one, shout out Harley. Happy for you. That being said, I would personally keep Harley in like match minutes on Collision. just me personally, I think
That's
since
fair.
like not that I would love Collision to be as important as Dynamite. The reality is it isn't, or the reality is it isn't. So what I would put on the prime time television hours for the women is I would continue doing the work you've been doing with Chris Statlander, Willow Nightingale, Megasis, Mercedes Moné.
Yeah.
That's what I would put on the Dynamite TV minutes.
Yeah. I would do the why don't you do the tag?
Yeah.
You teased the tag last week. Do the tag tonight. Why do we have to wait?
Well,
I don't look. The tag will bring up other questions, but it would at least get some good wrestlers on the show.
3 of those 4 wrestlers I'm happy to see on my TV.
Yeah, 3. I agree. 3 out of 4, but 3 out of 4 is better than 1 out of 2.
But,
you know.
Hey, I like Harley Cameron though. I do. I
do. As well.
I am very, very excited about her growth. I bought my stocks. I wouldn't say I bought my stocks early, but I think I bought them before a lot of I noticed her improvement a little, not to flex. I noticed her improvement a little bit before it caught on like as a talking point.
Flex.
Hate to flex, but I did. So I quietly purchased some stocks then. And they've been paying back dividends,
Yeah, she's on the up and up.
But happy to see Harley Cameron get TV minutes. I personally though would have loved if her Dynamite outing was against a better wrestler.
Sure. I would have enjoyed the same.
I don't know what it is about these Italians. They just, and here's the thing is I held out so long for Deonna Purrazzo. I held out for so long. No, because the 2022 Dynamite, when she came out, I was ecstatic. And she wrestled and I was like, yay, fun. Back when she was still wrestling for Impact, right?
Yeah.
2022. I think it was like April or March or 2022. I held out hope when she debuted for AEW. She hasn't moved me at all. And I'm at a point where like I was like, oh guys, don't be mean. You know what? No. Get this off of my television. Get this off of my television. There are I'm all for women getting TV time. I still like get more women on Dynamite, period. Like I would love to see more than one women's match on Dynamite. Ideally, right? Which is again crazy thing to be saying in 2025, but that's where we are. But if we're gonna be giving the women's division such limited TV time, can we like give it to the women's wrestlers who have put in the work and have been good on a consistent basis?
You'd imagine, you'd hope that they'd get rewarded for their good work, but I guess that's not how we do things around here. But look, man, maybe it'll be different. I'm gonna go ahead and go on the side of optimism for a minute, and I'm gonna say hopefully Harley Cameron can do her thing and get something out of her.
Hey. Deonna, prepare to feel the wrath. Prepare to feel the wrath.
Staring up at the lights, Deonna. Hate to tell you. J.A., say a friend wanted to get into AEW. What's the first match you guys are showing them without thinking? For me, Hangman and Kenny
and Young Bucks
versus Young
that's
Bucks.
what the comment said.
Yes, that is what the comment said.
Hangman Kenny versus Young Bucks.
That's probably where my mind would go, to be honest with you. I would also take a peek at this Moxley Yuta. I think that match is
I've gotten a lot of people into wrestling through that match, actually.
I would probably say Moxley Yuta because that's the other one that came to mind.
Yeah. Another great shout. Young Bucks Lucha Bros Cage.
Yes.
And that's another 6 months for Ray Fenix, by the way.
Just because you said it.
Just because I said another 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay, another year. Another year for Ray Fenix.
Caden, Takeshita, and Ospreay. That's a good one too. Brian Ospreay. I think those 2 matches are a little tougher of a start, but I do think that they'd be. I think Takeshita and Ospreay is better than Ospreay and Brian.
Do you want to know what's a really, really? I don't want to say obscure shout, but like deep pull shout. Eddie Kingston versus Takeshita from Rampage 2022.
Ooh,
very explosive, very
little
fun
hidden gem.
Oh my goodness. I've been doing some 2022 Dynamite rewatch and Rampage rewatches. Oh my goodness.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
my goodness. There are some bank that series of Takeshita doing matches with the single stars before he was signed.
Yeah.
My TV match of the year that year was Hangman Page versus Konosuke Takeshita. Missed marketing point. I remember saying it way back when I being right next to my friend on the subway when we were in New York City together, being like, I like when that match was announced, I was like, I'm marketing this as Ace versus Ace kind of thing, and they never did that. And they never did that.
Well, they're just pricks like that, you know. They never do what's right, I'm afraid. But those are a couple ones I think that are good. I would think so. There's been so many chats, 6-star. We are currently at 6:41 p.m.
Oh no, it's 7:18.
we're gonna move it a little quicker of a pace. I'm gonna tell us now. But folks, if you have enjoyed this broadcast, make sure to leave a like. If you're feeling so generous, make sure to send in super chats.
Yeah, really quickly. If you want to guarantee we get to your comment, leave a super chat.
That is true. If you guys want us to talk,
instantly bump to the top.
And we'll talk that talk. We'll spend some time on a super chat because it's very much appreciated. That is a great call from 6. Great call. We're gonna move at a pace now, folks. We're gonna move at a pace. First, Brainbuster. Hello, my friends. Hello, my friend Brainbuster. I hope you're doing well.
The six buster live stream will happen one day. Maybe it happens under Novi FC even.
Hey, I got some connections. We could bring some people together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, another 6 buster. Will.
Good call. Good, you got there in the end. That's good. And Jen, that Nicholas Jackson IG story from yesterday. We'll be eating good soon. We sure will. It's good food for my tummy. I need it bad.
No comments because I don't want to get canceled. Matthew Nicholas Jackson, I love you so much. There are some pictures that have been dropped recently where I was like, "Hey," that's all I'll say on the matter.
Hey, don't speak on them this way. Let's move forward. JJ Williams. I'm scared that Chris Jericho has seen the speedball kicks and wants to prove he's still got it. If that happens, he should be shot.
I'm no selling this.
Yeah, I don't want this to happen. Manny the Hooper. My God. Manny the Hooper tweeted this out, and he deserves a lot of hate for that. Go hang on his tweets. Let's keep it moving here. Hang on.
I would like to wait real quick. I would like to clarify for anyone who saw when I was talking about Matthew Nicholas Jackson and being canceled. I'm not saying I don't like them. I'm saying I love them.
We love them greatly. There's some other names. That's all. That's all we'll say. Takeshita, Angel de Oro. I don't really know Angel de Oro's work that much. Do you, 6?
Angel de Oro. Shouts out. I think done some good work. I wouldn't say I'm super duper. Like I'm not gonna say I'm like a super duper like knowledged, but I've watched, and yeah, I'm hashtag captain.
Hell yeah, we'll be locked in. You were speaking my language about DG. You kind of did the points that I made, to be quite honest with you, which is pretty sick. Let's see here. We have some talk about burying girlfriends, and it comes with alcohol. It comes with being real. It does not come with Kofi Mania, although we love Kofi Mania around here.
Love Kofi Mania.
We love Kofi.
There's a YouTube edit that someone did to the Monster Bryan Danielson video package, but to Kofi Mania. Love it so much.
Real
quick though. Can I actually pause on a point? I know that was just the Takeshita point real quick. It's Fantastica Mania right now, so all the big dogs in big CMLL are in Japan. So I'm really happy to see. Well, not Fantastica Mania right now, but like it was nice to see. Nice to see everyone like the young up and coming.
They all dispersed. They all went in their own directions. They're all having matches still. It's the same thing with New Japan. Like, guys, I don't think AEW has signed anybody yet. It doesn't feel like it. Feels like they're just here for Fantastica Mania because they're not doing anything right now, guys. That's all that's going on. They're gonna do AEW stuff while that's happening, which is cool and I think fun. So yeah, shout out to all the people not doing anything for CMLL and New Japan at the moment, finding ways to do something. That's pretty beast. Tope, we watched AEW when it was good, not stinky doo-doo. Tope, have you heard? It's back. I'm interested to know, have you heard?
It's first of all, it's back. Second of all,
raising an eyebrow. Let's see here.
WWE bad.
Mr. Big Dude, North American title might be the best design in wrestling.
No.
There's the best design in wrestling is to
that's a stretch. In the World Wrestling Federation for sure.
Yeah.
What's better in the Fed? Genuinely.
The
new belt?
The non-dinner plate tag belts are pretty beast.
I think they're fine. I think because they're in the shape of those classic tag championships, I just keep comparing them to them and they don't look as good as that. So
that's fair. But the best title in all of wrestling to me is the AEW World title. It's glorious. It'll
also
always
the
be glorious.
IWGP Women's Championship is beautiful, and
also true.
Both the Marigold singles titles I would also put as very, very good belts in singles wrestling.
Hey, the IWGP Men's Championship is starting to look a little better with this wear and tear. It's starting to grow on me a little bit. I don't know.
I don't. My issue is it going. I don't know. Before the heavyweight title, it's just so good.
Yeah, it's hard to not think of the past there on that front.
And leave the memories alone.
I hear
leave
you.
the memories
I hear
alone.
You. Dare Rich, I hope Orange loses tonight.
He's losing tonight.
I have some good news for you. He's not beating Konosuke Takeshita, but I am excited for this match. To be honest with you, I'm not in love with Orange Cassidy singles matches. I've just seen so many of them. I get burnt out at a point. But Takeshita and Orange sounds like a fun time. So I really have no problem with this. Obviously, I would have loved to see Takeshita and Roddy, but I could smell the direction we were going. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You excited for this too? Feel the same?
Oh, I'm quite excited for it. I never actually have felt that like OC burnout that a lot of people have felt.
Really?
I get why they have. Yeah, I never did because like it's like I don't know, every wrestler wrestles a match, you know? Every wrestler has their style, has their match. And for a lot of people, like I get why people felt the way they did about Orange Cassidy and got burnt out. I didn't, and I'm still not. I love Orange Cassidy. I actually love the consistency of the gimmick to this day. So I'm excited, especially because we haven't had a lot of Orange Cassidy matches recently. So
it has been a minute, and I really enjoyed the one with Roddy last week. I thought that was a very, very good match, and I thought he was good in it. So it should be a fun one tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Red Meat Wrestling, good to see you as always. Let's see here. Keep it scrolling down. Moving Graphic Love, hell yeah. Brainbuster, I'll fuel the "this is racist" fire by saying I, the white man, got Commander versus Mordos at ROH and the Penta Vikingo Commander tag versus Top Flight on Rampage. That sounds kind of sick. I don't know. It sounds kind of sick, doesn't it?
It does sound sick, but I agree it's racist. I didn't get these matches booked on mine.
Yeah, I mean those are sick matches. But yeah, it is kind of racist. I didn't get to see it. Because that tag is glorious. That Rampage tag. Let's see here. Dare Rich, what jobber would you like to see face Hangman tonight? Any indie wrestlers you and 6-Star like? Indie wrestlers, I have a couple of names that I could point to, but the jobber to face Hangman Page. I don't know. Anyone? He just kill everyone, I think. Is that a crazy take, 6, you think?
I don't think it's a crazy take. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have like any specific men's indie wrestlers I particularly care for. Shout out Maya World. Maya World versus Hangman Page is a match I would like to see.
My World is very good.
That's not happening anytime soon.
There's a car. I don't know if you guys heard that. It was great. Indie wrestlers I like. A lot of them work for DPW. I like Adam Priest. I like LeBron Cazone. Those are the big two for me in my eyes. I used to like Makabe a little bit. I got into some of his stuff last year, and I enjoyed him for a minute. I haven't seen hardly any of it, but I enjoyed him for a second. Some other names I could point to. I enjoy Luke Jacobs. If there's any Burt Rest talent I can give praise to, I enjoy Luke Jacobs. Those are a couple. You've Mrs. Eddie, bearded in gray. That's what we need. There's a lot of love for the Fur Tims, bearded in gray, salt and pepper Eddie Kingston chat, which I very much appreciate. Let's see here. Hermit Kingston wrestling like Masunaga would be sick as fuck. Six, can you speak to this?
Hermit Kingston Wrestling. Sorry, I got distracted by some things happening in the backstage world. Hermit Kingston Wrestling. Like what's? Oh, I'd be tapped in. I'd be locked in. I'd be locked in. Except just give me I just want New York. Here's the thing. I could be tapped into the idea. I just want New York Brawler though. Like I just want New York Brawler Kingston, who has not a care in the world and is sad and broken and depressed. Like that's what I want.
Yeah, I agree. Rylebag agrees. The full brawler. My mother. Renee should be involved in some way. I was talking about this when it first started. I thought the Death Riders kind of needed Renee to begin. I thought that would have been very, very cool. So it's interesting she hasn't been brought into the fold yet. Let's see here. Oh, before I forget, you're chatting dub. This is from JJ. Would love to hear what Six thinks about this Tom Nakano Saya Kamatani loser leave star. It's a very weird deal. Okay. I'm also very confused.
I have a lot of things to say. I try not to take too much time on this. If you want more detailed thoughts, Gold Star Podcast this Friday. I actually don't know if you have a confirmed slot, but pay attention to the Wrestle Purist and Gold Star Podcast Twitter accounts. But but yeah. So here's a few things. Okay. No time limit. There's no time limit draw, or at least Saya wants no.
Oh shit.
No time limit. So my thoughts are it could be a double knockout. Tam could lose, and then Sayaka Carrara wins the Cinderella and wishes for her back, which would pop me. Some people are like, I've seen some things like waste the Cinderella, cry about it. Cry about it. It's beast actually. It's beast actually. It's fire actually. Some of y'all just gonna have to walk the Tam road, I fear.
So you think it'll be a double? It'll at least there'll be some DQs, I think.
So but then there's another thing is Tam Nakano for the last few years since like 2021 has talked a lot about retiring, and how much of that is like a shoot and how much of it is just trying to like draw intrigue. I couldn't say. From what I know, it seems that she, things that are a shoot is that like she is wanting to have children and would want to take time away from wrestling for that. And here's the thing. Tam Nakano has wanted to put Saya Kamatani over for a long time. That's her young girl, so she did her job. She put her over. Huge. Now, I don't think she's going to retire, but I think there's reasoning there that would make sense as to why she would feel at a point where she can step away right now. And then there's the fourth option of Saya wants to go back to her ex.
Please.
Utami Hayashishita. Hey. Saya Kamatani running Darkness Revolution would move me, I fear.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. She's got business to do as the world champion. She's still got business to do. I think now that you say it like that, it makes things more confusing as what the result may be, to be honest with you.
My genuine thought is it's probably going to be either a double count out or a Cinderella wish.
Mm-hmm. That both would be cool. I would like both of them. I think the Cinderella wish idea is probably the best out of anything. I think that's it's an interesting way to tell a story. Why not?
And I say again, anyone thinks it's a wish of the Cinderella, cry about it.
True.
Cry about it.
Idol's Corner answers. I'm from the UK, so it's footy, and the team is Arsenal. I'm just so sorry to hear that. I'm just so sorry to hear that you have to be fans of chokers. That's just rather unfortunate. Let's see here. Deanna Perazo and Big 2025 questions. And yeah, the tag is probably going to be pre-show Revolution, but I would have just liked to see them say, fuck it, and let's just do it on Dynamite. Fuck it. Who cares? Let's just do it. We got some time until Revolution. No need to save a match like that for all that time. We could have a nice singles match on the pre-show instead. Let's see here.
Real one like me is doing Chris Statlander versus Megasis 2.
True. I agree. Caden, Novi found a new favorite. Caden, you've been replaced. I hate to tell you, you've been replaced. But he does ask you to maybe convince me to do an F1 podcast.
You should do the F1 podcast.
Probably not.
I tried.
There you go, Kane. You're welcome.
I don't like I said last week, I don't watch like the race car gimmicks. I want to get into them because my family does. A lot of Mexicans love race cars. But
True.
if I get into F1, I'll try harder. But that's the most I can do.
Maybe we could do the first week. Maybe we could do something like that and never do it again. Just do the first week. If it gets 1,000 views, we'll do it again. But unless it gets 1,000, we won't do it. We'll maybe we can work something out, Mr. Lee. We can work something out. Let's see here. 6-star getting love for your matches to get into AEW, which I agree, deserved.
Pop.
Let's see here. Eddie Punk full gear from JJ. Oh baby.
CM Punk.
Come on, man.
Leave the memories alone.
That match was so good. All right.
Hey, listen. This is the only time you'll ever hear me say something positive about CM Punk. September 2021 through May 2022. Leave the memories alone.
And with that, Soberano versus Dorada. Oh, baby.
I'm ridiculously locked in.
I'm very excited.
Shout out Soberano.
My God. Shout out Soberano for sure. One of the he's the one who does like the hot gimmick, right? All the ladies love Soberano.
Mm-hmm.
He had that Valentine's Day gear with all the kisses on him.
Hey, I love a pink set of gear. More wrestlers need to rep a pink set of gear. Hangman Adam Page, listen to me. When you complete your face turn, your first new original gear I want to see is pink.
True. I would agree. I actually very much, I'm powerfully on this team. And if Chuck was here like she was last week, she would agree with the Hangman Page gear. Shout out Chuck. We have some chatter about which belt is the best one. Best one is Big Gold. The IC title with the blue Kevin Owens world title. I'm assuming this is the Winged Eagle. The IC white strap belt. I love that. TNT belt. The big IWGP on Goto though. The New Blood tag belts. That's a good shout there. It's a little more out there shout. Nothing touches the version for IWGP in the Intercontinental designs. I think many feel this way. And Brainbuster, the best title in wrestling, is the new Triple Crown, or the newest. These are all very fair answers. I have no issues with any of these, to be honest with you.
And respectfully, none of them are as beautiful as the AEW Men's World Championship.
And Jan.
Shout out Sonic the Hedgehog.
True. Shout out our champion. I will be completing my Watch the Elite Wrestle Live bingo card next weekend when I watch Kenny wrestle live. Would be even great if I saw all 4 of them live on the same night, considering it's LA.
You want to hear something that's racist?
You haven't seen them, have you?
I haven't seen a single member of the Elite wrestle.
I've seen them all in one match. So, kind of get fucked a little bit. Like
that's racist. That's racist.
The glorious 5v5. He could still be a cowboy without
when 6-star is next going to be in the arena. Tony Khan, it is in your best interest to book a Kenny Omega match.
It's there's going to be problems. There's going to be big issues. But Angie, I'm very happy for you. Obviously, the biggest Kenny supporter in this chat and all the other ones that are possible on YouTube. I'm very happy for you. Our irony, Roddy Speedball in the C2 this year is going to have me pregnant. It'll have me pregnant as well because look, man, Speedball C2 run. Baby.
One of these days we gotta, not today because we only have 24 minutes till Dynamite. We've gotta do a fantasy, like a collective fantasy Continental Classic
lineup
brackets lineup. Yeah. I mean, if you want it to happen now, send in some big money super chats and we'll spend some time on it. Don't get it twisted.
And this year, actually, before the C2, I did make a video about my prediction for the C2 bracket, or what I would like to see. So maybe this next year we could do some collaboration. We could do some business. You know,
hey, let's make it hey, anyone who bought their 6 Novi FC stocks, we're locked in.
We're only going up. The Late Night Grin. Carl Anderson, question mark.
May 9th, 2025, Resurgence. Exactly 1 day after Carl, and maybe 2 days after Carl Anderson's no compete clause runs out. He's going to be there, and he's going to call out the G and IWGP Big Hiroki Goto for Dominion.
Right. That's right.
Cook on Osaka Joe Hall. No, actually, not in Osaka Joe Hall. I'm pretty sure it's in the other Osaka Arena. But we're seated. We are seated. We're there. We're there.
We are. I'm.
Do not
I'm
aggregate.
Sorry. We need to see. We need to see the boys in the great land of the Lion Mark. We need it bad. And I need some Carl Anderson matches. A nice 3.5, nice 3 1/4 maybe if we're feeling crazy. That's what I need in my life. I would like it quite a bit.
I'm seated. Hey, remember what Carl Anderson said after in a press conference after winning New Japan Gold while being contracted to TNA. They turn it on when the lights are on. You know what I'm saying?
Very true. Very true. They do their big thing whenever they're in a big building. You know what I mean? The Late Night Grin is back again. Chat. Do you all agree that Novi should donate his LNG pay to Joe Holbert? I just don't understand this, right? I just don't understand this absolute corporate overstep. I don't understand this corporate demonic practice. I don't understand this. We're trying to take money from the talent working all of the towns. And for you, May, sounds like a great idea to me. Mr. Big Dude, he should be fined for stepping out of line. Guys, come on. Let's be serious here. All right. I've been promoting the brand in all of our glorious appearances, all of my wonderful shows that I've been on. I've been promoting the brand. I'm doing excursions. All right. And maybe sometime soon I'll do another one. Maybe sometime soon I'll show up under the banner of the Gold Star. Maybe sometime soon we'll have another promotion of the brand. 6-star.
This wrestler of the year run. Hey, listen. I'm not trying to take food off LNG's plate now, but the Gold Star podcast doors are always open. This is not, there's more than a company. This is a home. This is a place where we are family. We're family. This is what we do here.
It's what we do.
We bring in big players to talk big reps. That's what we do here.
It's what they do. And look, I gotta do my thing. I'm on a big run this year, guys. I'm on a big run. But we love the Late Night Grin, folks. You can click on that profile picture. You can go over to the channel. You can press subscribe even, and then you can go under the membership tab on the Late Night Grin channel. You can join LNG Gold, and tonight you can watch School of Wrestling with Oracle, Joe Holbert, myself, Brainbuster, and Caden Lee. We're going over classic Lucha Brawls. It's going to be a great time. I'm very excited for it.
But Novi, for all this content you're talking about, it must be like super expensive. It must cost like an arm and a leg to get a membership to LNG Gold.
I mean, not at all. There's tiers, of course. You get different things in different tiers. Look, I cannot rattle this off my head. It's just too good of a deal to think about. But I can tell you one thing for sure. 6-star. Tomorrow on LNG, there's a little program called Relight the Fuse. And if you subscribe to any tier of the Late Night Grin, you can get that show. You can watch some classic AEW Dynamites with us.
So you're saying I can select from an array of different content, subscribe to a tier that fits my wants and needs out of the channel best, and also within that, throughout any tier, get access to a variety of different content, including Relight the Fuse, a retrospective of AEW over the past few years?
I mean, that's about exactly what you're going to get. You know what I mean? That's about exactly what you're going to receive.
It sounds like a great deal. That sounds like a great deal to me personally.
A great deal. And you know what's even better too? We do more than just these shows because really? Every week I did the math here, 6, and you're not going to believe this. I don't even know how this is possible. But in 7 days, we did 13 shows for Grinner Gold members.
Wow.
Can you fucking believe that?
I'm shocked to hear this. To me, it sounds like it's an absolutely great deal to be subscribed to a variety of these different memberships and be able to get access to a bunch of wonderful content for a bunch of wonderful creators.
Yeah,
it sounds like a steal, really.
I mean, I'm thinking the same thing you're thinking. And look, folks, I actually do have the tiers for you, because for $2, you can get some Joe Holbert solo shows, My Match Monday, Fave Fight Friday, a house show here and there. For $4, you take a step up. You take a step up here. You get Full Sail Behind. You will get access to School of Wrestling live after Dynamite. You'll get a monthly Grindication C show Graps and a retro TV and a retro pay-per-view Grin Along. And
oh
six,
my goodness.
I'm telling you, it gets better. I'm telling you.
It gets better.
Because for $6, you get AEW pay-per-view Grin Alongs. You get WWE pay-per-view Grin Alongs. The Elimination Chamber this Saturday will be live. I'll be there. And then maybe some extra stuff. And you get to see Joel Holbert and Matt C. shoot the confirmed shoot.
Wow.
Book wrestling. Can you fucking believe that?
Oh my goodness. They're booking the show?
They booked show. They booked some in WCW.
Oh my goodness.
They did it after it died. It didn't die in this world.
Oh.
Wow. I mean, it's just glorious. And look, we've said all there is to say. Just go. You're just going to want to go ahead and do that, you know?
Remind me, Novi, is it not true that with each with each higher tier, you actually get access to the content and all of the subsequent tiers as well?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Top tier, there's an extra tier on top of that if you want to be if you just want to, you love us so much. There's a tier on top of that. But if you subscribe to the $6 tier, you'll get everything underneath of it. It's glorious. You might find find some more of those shows coming soon.
One of these days.
One of these days, the Relight the Fuse crew will make a call and we'll do some business one of these days.
Oh, I may be tapped in.
But
anyways, where were we in these comments? Subscribe to LNG Gold. Join LNG Gold memberships.
Mm-hmm,
I'm a LNG member, by the way. So I pay my dues even.
Yeah, yeah. I fear I'm booking Rod Strong to win the world's title, and I just wouldn't be opposed to this, and I just wouldn't say no.
I'm there. I
would be there.
All right. As long as we're giving him End of Heartache back, because what was that music last week?
Oh my God. I can't take it. I can't do it anymore. Let's see here. Thank you, Late Night Grin. I'm hoping that pleased you guys. I hope it's doing well with you.
I hope it pleased them. I'm trying to get booked again. I haven't been booked since July.
You did your thing.
Big Bert supposed to decide. Don't worry, kid. I'm seeing big things for you. We're gonna bring you on again. I haven't been back in 8 months.
Let's see here.
Jokes aside, shout out Big Bert.
Shout out Big Bert, as always. Was on the channel a few weeks ago. This is also very funny. Marigold deleted some tweets. $6. Why did they do that? Why did they do that?
No comment at this time. Listen, and I'm gonna say this now. This is genuine. This is a shoot, right? You can have opinions about any promotion you want and any booker you want. I don't care. I have mine, right? Genuinely. A lot of y'all are dorks, or kind of dorks. Because if you dislike a booker promoter, that's fine. But the way that some of y'all have been going after some of these young talents, the rookies, mind you, is disgusting behavior.
There's some great talent under the Marigold banner.
And also all of y'all who are just like, if you're actual Joshi fans and enjoying Joshi promotions and doing tribalism, whatever, I understand that. I can have fun with that. All of y'all who are bringing American promotion tribalism into this, get a fucking life. That's not what Base was saying, but
that's anyways, what you're saying. You're talking your talk.
I had to get it off.
That's fair. That's fair.
It is unfortunate they're canceling the biggest shows, but also I think it was really, I don't know. Marigold is a growing company. It's a young company, so I don't really think they need to be doing shows outside of Japan right now.
It was a bold decision, and it didn't work out. You know, it is what it is. But I think Stardom would be there, right? Vegas weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll be pretty sick. Go see Stardom.
Everybody tweet at Stardom and at Spark that we want Maya World on that Stardom show in Vegas.
Good call. Please tweet that. I endorse this. Late Night Grin. I just love to see it. I love to see these things. Yes, please. I'll take it all. He's getting fined a lot these days. He might be tonight. I don't know how much he's watched. We'll see. but I appreciate this. And look, the Undisputed Kingdom theme may be bad, but I think they're going to have a good match tonight versus DGFTR. And I'm hoping that FTR brings some vibe out of DG like they did back in early 2024. I would like to see kind of that stuff come back again.
2025 FTR.
Now. They just need to turn heel, and then it'll be good. They'll be better.
2025 FTR.
Hey, I think that match will be quite good, to be honest with you. I think the Kingdom have been good. Their theme does fucking stink ass. But I think that match will be good. And one more thing that I'd like to talk about before we get out of here. Just one last thing that I think deserves speaking about is the bounty hunter, Brian Keith, taking on Will Ospreay. A 6. I made a tweet that I said I would like to see the old bounty hunter. I'd like to see the DPW bounty hunter come out to play here against William Ospreay. Are you excited in the same way that I am for this match? Because I'm up for it.
I am ridiculously locked into this match. It's not gonna main event. It should open though.
Yes.
I was actually rewatching a really great YouTube video from a really, really great YouTuber about grading all of the AEW signings of 2024. It's actually on the Novi YouTube channel. For anyone who hasn't seen it, you should watch it. For those who have seen it, you should rewatch it. I was rewatching this video over lunch yesterday, and
wow,
I gotta say, I agree that a lot of the issues that have happened this past year relating to the bounty hunter's booking is that he's been a bad apple, and I'm really hoping this match tonight shows us the wrestler that I fell in love with when he was on the independent scene. Shows me the wrestler that I was rooting and hooting and hollering for throughout 2022 and 2023. And so I'm thinking it's Will Ospreay who's going to have to get a hidden blade out and break the bad apple out of him, bring back the bounty hunter.
I would be very happy to see it. Will Ospreay does have a little bit of a formula when it comes to TV matches, but I really hope that this match kind of is that in some ways. I think it would be good for Brian Keith to have a match like that. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the show, to be honest with you. I don't know how much of it we specifically talked about. I think we got through all of it in some way or another. But it's going to be a fun show. I think tonight has been a fun show. If you enjoyed this broadcast, you can leave a like on your way out. You can leave a comment when the show's over even. But first and foremost, 6-star. Where the hell can the people find you? Because more people need to find you, I would say.
I agree. Well, for the people at home, you can find me at Gold Star Podcast on Twitter. I run the Gold Star Podcast Twitter account, and obviously that means you can find me on the Gold Star Podcast, usually on Fridays on the Wrestle Purist YouTube channel. We don't do every Friday. We usually just do it when there's big things in Joshi and Puro. I'm anticipating an episode this week, but if there isn't, you can go back and listen to our previous weeks. We did an episode last week reviewing a Marigold show and previewing the Stardom show that happened this past weekend, where we talked about the Saya Tam stuff. But
hell yeah.
Beyond that, you can also find me tomorrow night on Scott E. Wrestling's, I believe on Scott E. Wrestling's Twitch page, but I don't have that off of my head right now. If you just check Scott E. Wrestling's Twitter account, I will be doing a watch along of some matches alongside Scott E. Wrestling, Dylan of Stardom Quest, and Xavier of the No Limits Wrestling Podcast. And I'm very excited for that. There's some good friends of mine who I watch a lot of Joshi and Puro and Lucha with. So if you want more 6-star content, I think I'm doing back-to-back days this week, assuming I get a Gold Star on Friday. So, that's where you can find me at Gold Star Podcast. And yeah.
That sounds wonderful. We might have to peep some of that show. Let me actually find Scott's Twitch, because I want to make sure that gets shout out if you're going to be there, of course. If you're going to be there.
I believe it's just Scott E. Wrestling, like his Twitter handle, but I could be wrong.
It's not linked under the link tree. I hate to say it, but you can subscribe to Scott E. Wrestling on YouTube. There's also some great stuff there. But it has been wonderful to have you, 6-star, once again, back-to-back weeks. Folks, if you're still here after the plugs, after all this, I'm going to give you guys a little scoopski. I'm going to give you a little scoopski. Because next week, we have a big time booking. We're running a 3-man booth with 2/4 of the Dynamite review. One half, Rob, Sir Paragraph, makes his debut on the Novi channel.
Whoa!
And Big Marcus joins us to complete the trio. It'll be a wonderful week next week. Make sure to tune in. 6-star. We'll see you again soon, I'm sure, over here. And folks, I hope you've enjoyed once more. Leave a like on your way out and make sure to enjoy Dynamite tonight. And join us on the Late Night Grin for School of Wrestling. Much love. Be well. Thank you all for watching. End stream button.